Let's talk about Blackpink's 10th anniversary mess. August 8th, 2026 marked Blackpink's 10th anniversary since their debut, which is obviously a huge milestone for any K-pop group, let alone a group as big as Blackpink. So naturally, Blinks were expecting something. A live stream, a merch release, a post, a special video, maybe a message from the members. Some fans were even hoping for a song. But somehow, the reality was completely different. A lot of Blinks were already saying that Blackpink's 10th anniversary felt more like a show just to stop people from losing interest in the group. And honestly, I can understand why they felt that way. Things got even worse when YG Entertainment announced a fan sign through Weverse, which has basically been inactive since 2024, and the fan sign was only going to include 40 blinks. Then YG announced a live stream, but apparently not all the members were going to attend because of their individual schedules and activities. And this is where Blinks really started getting confused, because it's a 10th anniversary group event. How are some of the members too busy to attend their own group's anniversary event? A lot of Blink started saying that the girls simply don't seem interested in group activities anymore. And while people have always blamed YG for Blackpink's lack of group content, this time the members themselves started getting held accountable. Things got even crazier when one extremely furious Blink reportedly went to the YG building with a golf club and damaged the building's door before being arrested. Obviously, that kind of behavior is completely unnecessary. But the timing was definitely something, because shortly after that, it was announced that all 4 Blackpink members would be attending both the live stream and the fan sign. And then came the live stream. It lasted around 11 minutes. 11. And what did they actually do? Mostly read comments, make a few casual remarks about their career and achievements, and then that was basically it. The whole thing just felt awkward. There was barely any excitement, barely any real celebration, and it honestly gave off the vibe that they were just there because they had to be there. And this is where I think the criticism becomes understandable. For years, Blinks have defended Blackpink by saying it's YG's fault. YG doesn't promote them enough. YG doesn't give them enough music. YG doesn't schedule enough group activities. And yes, YG absolutely deserves criticism for a lot of that. But at some point, you also have to look at the members themselves. Because Blackpink have reached a level of success that most K-pop groups will never even come close to reaching. And a huge part of that happened because of the fans who stayed with them through years of extremely long hiatuses and basically waited for them to do anything as a group. So when you reach your 10th anniversary and that is what you give those fans, of course people are going to feel disappointed. I've already seen comments saying things like, why did they even renew their contracts as a group when it's obvious they prefer doing solo work? Another person said that there is a huge amount of disrespect toward the Blinks who supported them and waited all these years, and that it feels like the members don't even want to be a group anymore. And honestly, I don't think it's wrong for Blackpink to prioritize their solo careers. They're individual artists, they're allowed to have their own ambitions, and nobody expects them to spend every second of their careers together. But let's be real. 10 years is not just another anniversary. If you're going to continue calling yourselves a group, then occasionally acting like an actual group shouldn't feel like a massive burden. Because at this point, Blackpink are starting to feel less like a functioning K-pop group and more like 4 extremely successful soloists who occasionally remember they have a group contract. And that's probably the most frustrating part. Blinks aren't asking them to give up their solo careers. They're asking for the bare minimum from a group that they spent years supporting. So yeah, maybe it's time for Blackpink to decide what they actually want. Because if the members are this uninterested in group activities, and every comeback or anniversary feels like they're being dragged into it, then honestly, why are we still pretending Blackpink is a normal active group? 10 years later, the problem might not just be YG anymore. Maybe Blackpink themselves have simply gotten too comfortable being Blackpink. But anyway, that's just how I see the whole situation. What do you guys think? Do you think Blinks are overreacting, or do you think Blackpink really need to start putting more effort into their group activities? Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.